Welcome to another episode of Breaking Down IT with Steve. I am your host, Steve, with PDX Information Technology Services. And this week I wanted to talk to you about something that happened at a client of mine. And what happened was they were saying that this website that they go to was slow as molasses. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm not sure exactly what that means. What is slow? Is it just this website, or is it all sites? Is it the computer? Let's diagnose it. Let's dig deep into it. So it turns out that it was just this one website, but I wanted to explain how you determine if it's a website, all websites, or your computer. So the first thing you want to do is you want to run a speed test, and you go to speedtest.net, and that will bring up a web page, and you say go, and it will basically do a download and upload speed test. And a good range, depending on how much you pay for. I pay for the gig, so I'm expecting around 960, 980 on both sides. But if you're paying for 200, you're not going to get 900. That's not how that's going to work. So if you're 200, you're probably going to get 180-ish, plus or minus. But you want to make sure that you're getting what you're paying for. So if you have Comcast and you're paying for 200 down and 50 up, then you get close to 200 down and 50 up. So that's the first thing you want to look at. The second thing you want to do is, if you're going to the website in Chrome, go and open up Firefox or Edge and test it there and see if the behavior changes. So there might be something in Chrome that is sideways, and Edge or Firefox will display it differently, so it may display properly. You can also use incognito mode, and both Edge and Chrome have that function. So I even think Firefox has it, but I know Edge and Chrome do. So you can go to incognito, which basically dumps out all of the cache and the cookies and all of the garbage that websites put into your page, so things display properly or fast, and so what it does is it takes all that out, and it gives you kind of a fresh look at it, so you can see if the behavior changes. And that's all we're talking about, is if you do this, does the behavior change? And so incognito is a good one. Also, you want to clear your browser history, cookies, and cache. So specifically in Chrome, 3 dots. I think it's under privacy, and you can dump all your cookies and everything. So don't do your passwords. You don't need to. You can keep them there. I suggest I don't like that you do, but people do it, so I'm going to say, you don't have to dump that if you don't want to. But, you want to make sure that you dump all of your cookies and cache and garbage that your system collects over all the periods of time that you go out to the internet and you're looking at everything and you're going to different websites, and all of that data gets stored on your machine, so you need to dump it periodically. You also have to look at your Wi-Fi signal. I'm on a laptop, and my Wi-Fi signal is pretty strong because I'm sitting about 2 feet away from the Wi-Fi signal repeater. And you want to make sure that if you have a slow web page or things aren't coming up as fast as that they normally do, hey, is my Wi-Fi, am I on my Wi-Fi correctly? Am I, is it reading this one and not the one down the street? Or am I on a public Wi-Fi and there's 150 people in this room, and they're all on their computers, well, yeah, things are going to get a little slow, unfortunately. So you want to look at your Wi-Fi. Speed test will tell you where things are at. So also, almost last, but try it on a different device. If it's slow on your laptop, go to your phone and see if it's slow there. Maybe there's a problem with your laptop. Again, maybe the laptop is slow, or there's something that is sideways on the laptop that is making the web pages come up slow. And then finally, and I've said this before, keep your drivers up to date. People, like this is a Dell, you have Lenovo, but people in the manufacturing world, they update their drivers often. Go out, make sure that drivers are up to date, just like Windows. You go out to Windows updates, go to drivers updates, make sure your drivers are up to date, and that will keep everything running smoothly. So with that, we'll wrap this up. Thank you for joining, and remember to hit that subscribe and like button, and I will talk to you next week.